baseball, introducing first from Portland, Oregon, Steve Dahl.
Along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, Tony Schiavone here, and welcome everybody to Worldwide Wrestling from the Disney MGM Studios, and of course, the arena known as the Worldwide Arena here at Disney MGM. A youngster, Steve Dahl. Here's a young man who was part of that Cruiserweight tournament, and he has to face Eddie Guerrero on our opening bout.
I'll tell you something about that Eddie Guerrero. You got to do your homework when you get in a match with Eddie Guerrero. The guy can come off that top rope, second rope, bottom rope. It doesn't matter.
We go back now to Dave Penzer.
Wide.
His opponent from El Paso, Texas, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, because Dave Penzer is our ring announcer. That's why. All right, Eddie Guerrero, the youngster. And you know, you talked about Eddie Guerrero. Hey, you got to do your homework because of his quick movements and his high-flying tactics. You can say that basically about the entire Cruiserweight division. The champion, of course, Dean Malenko, who won it last week right here on this television program.
And a lot of people wrote him off.
That's right, because he had lost the first two matches in the double elimination tournament not too long ago. But I tell you, if you look at the divisions in World Championship Wrestling, the heavyweight division and the Cruiserweight division, there's a lot of excitement in the Cruiserweight division, Brain.
You're right, and there's not a whole lot of difference. A lot of Cruiserweights do compete in the heavyweights and vice versa. And they're very fast, and they're better trained athletes than they were even 5 years ago.
As a matter of fact, in this television program, some of the great cruiserweights in the entire world, such as the two men you're watching, Guerrero and Steve Dahl. Alex Wright will be here, Pat Tanaka, Chris Benoit.
You know, I know something about Eddie Guerrero you don't know.
What would that be, Brain?
Well, look at his head and his haircut. Look at that.
That looks nice and very stylish.
Now, you don't know who his mom named him after.
No, I don't. Who would it be?
Eddie Munster. I know that for a fact.
No, you don't.
Yes, she
No.
named him after Eddie Munster.
No.
Kid's identical to Eddie Munster.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, well, look at that snapmare takeover by Steve Dahl. I know it on good authority, based on the unkind things you've said about Eddie's mother's cooking, that they have nothing to do with you. They have no association. They don't like you at all. They will not communicate with you. That was a fabrication. Back to the corner we go.
Well,
there you go.
no, you're wrong. You're definitely wrong about that, salsa breath.
The chant of Eddie from the fans.
Monster.
Would you stop that, please? We're often tripping this week on Worldwide. The Brain is on a roll, and we're only into the first matchup. Randy Eller is your referee, into the ropes. Shoulder block takedown. I'm going to tell you a story about Randy Eller here in just a second. A drop kick him through the ropes, down to the floor. Eddie Guerrero up top. The fans standing. They love this. Steve Dahl.
Well, he's done his homework. You can tell by walking away from the ring. Exactly. He knows if you're on that floor, Eddie Guerrero, if he gets the opportunity, will come off that top rope on you.
All right, the story about Randy Eller, he was the young man, the referee slammed by Randy Savage, the Macho Man. Given the big elbow drop, the Macho Man was subsequently fined and should have been. And as a matter of fact, the Macho Man Randy Savage is risking suspension in World Championship Wrestling if he continues to touch referees.
You know how much he was fined?
I didn't hear us.
$50,000.
Holy Moses.
More than they fined Dennis Rodman, more than the same fine they did for Albert Bell yelling at a sports writer. I mean, $50,000. This is a lot of money.
Here's a lateral press and a line and a two, and the chant of Eddie brings Eddie Guerrero back to his feet one more time.
And I'm not sticking up for Savage. I'm saying it's a lot of money. He should realize the mental state he's in and the trouble he's in. Take that $50,000 and get some psychiatric help. Be a better investment, and you can write it off.
Thank you, Mr. Taxman. Up on the middle turnbuckle. Eddie Guerrero now, and the fans, I tell you, you're talking about a young man who garners fan support. They love this young man. Send Steve Dahl in with a burst of speed. Steve Dahl, good move. Boy, Steve Dahl, great comeback right now.
He knows what he's doing. He realizes who he's in there with and how important a win like this over Eddie Guerrero would be for his career.
Eddie fighting him off of that middle turnbuckle. We've got a fight on the top. Eddie throws him down. He hit the back of his head hard. It's the frog splash. Eddie Guerrero, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow.
So much for Mr. Dahl.
Sensational win by the youngster. There's no question about it. Eddie Guerrero, one of the top cruiserweights in the entire world. Such fire and vigor. Eddie Guerrero is outstanding.
Well, there you have Eddie Guerrero. You can talk about this man being fast. You can talk about his knowledge of the sport. But you got to do your homework when you wrestle this man. He can come off the top rope. Any vantage point he'll take advantage of. and you saw him off the top rope there, that jackknife splash. Eddie Guerrero, also known as Eddie Munster. Maybe you know his dad, Herman.